The project is about using design fiction to develop critical inquiry on digital media and technologies. So just a very quick reminder on design fiction. Design fiction is a hybrid practice combining speculative design and science fiction. It refers to a design practice that uses narrative structures to explore possible futures for technologies. And it is sometimes refers to a practice that produces so-called diegetic prototypes. In other words, prototypes that are situated in a fictional world. So in the context of my PhD research, I set up a design-based research project that began a few years ago in September 2018 in collaboration with a Belgian non-profit association called Action Média Jeune. So in 2018-2019, the association set up a project called Act to the Future that used design fiction in primary and secondary education. 2 years after, we reiterate the project under the name Possible Futures, with one class of third-year secondary school pupils. So they were aged 15 years old, to have an idea. And in both projects, pupils were invited to do design fiction, so to create fictional technological prototypes and media productions fitting them. Since September 2022, so this academic year, we are building an educational program using design fiction to share it with other practitioners. Until now, we only tested activities in classes without sharing all these activities. So we want to use the money of the award to build this program. As you can see, we have we worked these last months on outline of the educational program, and we have developed also some educational resources to accompany it. So you can see a structure of the program divided into 4 main phases. Participants start by creating fictional prototypes of futuristic technologies, and as the activities progress, they are invited to embody various roles that will encourage them to question different types of issues and to distance themselves from their inventions. So when they play the role of of organizations and the end of the program, they will consider the impact of their object on the ecology, social justice, and digital justice. So just to give an example, I can go back to the program if you want at the end. So an example of a tool we have already developed. So I have the tool in my hand too. So it is the designer's notebook, and it will gather the first idea of participants, the reflections, the debates about the prototypes, and it is designed as a notebook of, I think the word in English is loose sheets. So you can, take the sheets and just mix it, and you can do whatever you want to do. And participants can consult these sheets at any time during the sessions, and it gathers also the sketches on the aesthetics and working of the objects. And we have also designed a card game that gathers the features that prototypes can have and the problems that participants can choose to build the prototypes. So there is technologies cards that include, for example, geolocalization, virtual reality, some captures, and so on. And considering problems, they are based on possible future problems that were identified by pupils. So, for example, one problem is on social networks, we show everything on the bright side. In other words, with a lack of authenticity. So they pick up problems and they build the object based on this problem. So as you can see on the picture, we already test also the card game during a summer school organized by my research group in September 2022. So what's next? And I am ending with that. Action Métiers Jeunes is a non-profit organization, and so we need funds to develop the educational program. And this week, so that's good to talk, to discuss with you about that today. This week, there is an important call for projects that will be out in Belgium, and we are going to apply, and this fund will help to develop the educational program, to create further teaching materials, to improve teaching materials that are already created, but we want also to develop a training module for adults to teach practitioners to do design fiction with their own learners. So that's also a complementary goal of the project. So thank you for your attention, and if you want to ask any questions, I am of course available. Thank you.